Hello everyone and welcome to Benison Kingdom Network. My name is Jasmine and today we're taking a thoughtful look at a significant development that's stirring up conversation across the state of Oklahoma. The recent amendment to the request for Bibles in public schools. It's a topic that brings both excitement and concern, but as we explore it together, I want to encourage us to approach this moment with open minds and hearts. Oklahoma recently made headlines when a mandate was introduced requiring Bibles to be available in public school classrooms. For some, this felt like a refreshing return to core values and tradition. For others, it raised serious questions about fairness, inclusivity, and the separation of church and state. But now, with an important amendment to that request, we find ourselves in a place of reflection, asking, what's the best way forward? The original mandate, which asked schools to provide Bibles to students and incorporate teachings from them, stirred deep debate. Supporters believe that the Bible, as a foundational text in history and culture, had an important place in the classroom. Yet others were concerned, what does this mean for students who come from different faiths or those with no religious affiliation? Now, after listening to public feedback and facing legal challenges, the state has amended its request. This updated directive no longer requires schools to provide Bibles, but suggests they be made available as an optional resource. For many, this change represents an effort to find balance, honoring tradition without overstepping the boundaries that protect everyone's beliefs. So, what does this amendment really mean? First, it's important to note that the Bible is no longer a requirement in schools. It's optional. Students can choose to access it as a resource, and teachers are encouraged to present it through a historical and literary lens, not a religious one. This means that the focus is on education and not promotion. Now, I know that this amendment still leaves room for many perspectives. Some may feel this doesn't go far enough to protect the separation of church and state, whereas others may feel it's a step away from truly embracing the Bible's value in education. But here's the encouraging part. We are in the midst of an important dialogue. Oklahoma is taking steps to listen, adapt, and honor the diversity of views that make up this great state. In classrooms across Oklahoma, students come from many different backgrounds, religious, cultural, and personal. It's a beautiful reminder that while we may not all share the same beliefs, we can respect each other's perspectives. This amendment opens the door to learning while also encouraging schools to maintain a spirit of neutrality, ensuring that no one feels excluded. What excites me about this amendment is the opportunity it gives us to pause and consider what education can be. It's about learning from the past, about understanding texts like the Bible that have shaped so much of our history without pushing anyone to conform to a specific worldview. It's a chance for students to explore these ideas, but in a way that respects the freedom we all value. Of course, the journey isn't over yet. This amendment is still being debated in the courts, and many schools are working hard to navigate how to apply it in their classrooms. But one thing is clear, we are striving to find a path forward that respects everyone's beliefs while also embracing the richness of our shared history. As we reflect on this moment, I encourage us to think about what this amendment represents. It's a step toward understanding. It's not about winning or losing. It's about finding ways to honor our shared values while respecting our differences. As the legal discussions continue and schools work to implement these changes, let's remember that this conversation isn't just about the Bible in classrooms. It's about how we navigate living together in a diverse society. It's about finding ways to educate our children that inspire both respect and curiosity. I'm hopeful that this journey will bring us to a place of greater understanding where our children can learn about history, culture, and faith, all while feeling included and valued. This amendment is just one chapter in that story, and it's up to us to continue writing it with grace and thoughtfulness. Thank you for joining me today. Let's keep this conversation going with hearts open to listening, learning, and finding common ground. I'm Jasmine with Benison Kingdom Network, and I'll see you next time as we continue exploring the stories that shape our world.